Man, I heard a vampire can't come in your house unless you invite them.
No. You're thinking about Jehovah's Witness.
No, I'm thinking about vampires.
So you mean to tell me that the Jehovah's Witness can come in your house even if you don't invite them? That's messed up.
The whirlwind relationship of Bella and Edward is revisited in the latest installment of the Twilight Saga, Breaking Dawn Part 2. In this one, Bella deals with the common issues the new mom faces: vampire powers, a rapidly maturing vampire daughter, a thirst for blood, and of course a pending battle with the vampire clan. Spoiler alert, they all wind up living happily ever after.
Ha ha! Come on now. Twilight is back, baby. I love me some vampires.
This ain't no real vampires, man.
Not real vampires. They suck blood. They got powers. They vampires. That's what vampires do.
No, they're not like vampires like how I remember vampires. That's all
old,
I'm trying to say. Man.
You
Look
old.
at that.
You want the old-ass vampires. You would probably have like the first version.
What happened in the first version?
In the first version, after every sentence, a vampire would say, blood.
What?
I want to suck your blood. Blood, blood. Like that.
Man, that's ridiculous.
Come on, that's what I heard. It's a shame they broke up. Two pale-ass people like that should be together.
Oh, yeah, man. That's cold, man. I heard that he caught her cheating.
How you gonna cheat on a vampire with a werewolf? That don't sound right.
What the hell are you talking about?
Vampires read your mind. You cannot cheat on a damn vampire. They get in your head. There's no secret.
You're confusing the movie with reality, man. Kristen Stewart didn't cheat on Edward with Jacob. She cheated on Robert Pattinson with the director, man.
Why did I hear she had rabies?
Because you hear nonsense.
No. First of all, rabies is not nonsense. If you ever had rabies, you would know it. You want a foamy mouth with green foam out the side of your mouth, both sides of your mouth? I heard you gotta get 19 shots in your stomach. After the first 4, you just black out, I heard. Rabies is real, my friend.
I heard the whole movie centers around the daughter this time.
Know what I heard? I heard she's a mummy. That's what I heard.
Why she gotta be a mummy?
You got vampires, you got werewolves, you throw a Frankenstein monster in there, and a mummy, you got a set, a crew, a posse. That's how the hell monsters roll. They roll together.
She's not a mummy, man. She's like a half-breed or something.
Look, when that werewolf came out of that woman, Edward got so damn mad, he sent Bella to Maury for a DNA test to find out that damn werewolf baby was his. Don't tell me.
But how do you go from you heard that she was a mummy to you heard that she was a werewolf? How does this happen?
You know what? I thought we were talking about part 2. She wasn't a mummy in part 2.
But she was a mummy in part 1?
That's what I heard.
Well, I'm gonna have to take your word for it because I ain't see part 1.
I didn't either, but I heard it was good. Ha ha! You know what I love? Some mummies.
Something really wrong with your brain, brother.
Mummies don't have brains.
What they got?
Got nothing.
Plaster of Paris.
Something like that.
Gray Drake takes a stab at the worst vampire movies ever made. Screen Addict host Ben Lyons gives his take on the latest Hollywood movies and filmmaking news. Phil Gower decides to take his love of Twilight to the streets, determined to be first in line. His love of Twilight is twi-hard and will not die. Devin Faraci takes you on a behind-the-scenes tour of Universal Studios and gives you insight into the creation and locations that birthed some of the greatest monster movies of all time. JB Smoove and his buddy Garfield give us the lowdown on the new Robert Zemeckis film Flight, even though they haven't seen it. Wreck-It Ralph's John C. Reilly, Jane Lynch, Jack McBrayer, and director Rich Moore get put through the ringer by Jesse Miller.